Good morning, Holt Junior High Learning Community. Happy Friday. Mr. Knighton here. I'm so excited to share these announcements with you this morning. I'm trying a new format, a new layout, so I'm hoping that this is a little bit friendlier for y'all as the viewers. So let's jump right in. I'm going to give you guys a sneak peek as to how we launch here in the building with our teachers and our staff whenever we're together. We always open with this message, which is, "My humanity is bound up in yours, for we can only be human together." We want to encompass that and honor that and represent that as we're interacting with each other here in this building and with your students, but also with y'all. And part of the messaging that we want to continue to promote here in the building and then move beyond these walls to y'all is that we're all connected and our humanity is truly bound up in one another. So as I grow, you grow. As you grow, we grow. We're in this together. So let's continue to embrace that and put this message out there. I want to jump into a little bit of safety support. We need your help. Honestly, I'm going to ask that you share these thoughts with a neighbor or with somebody that you might be talking with in the grocery store or at work. But just the importance of adhering to our school zone rules and the expectations of how you should be driving and how you should be operating when moving through these areas. We do have crosswalks here on our property. There's several crosswalks throughout the district, but it's so important that we adhere to these. When you guys see this signage, that's letting you know, like, hey, there is going to be, you're approaching a crosswalk. Or when you reach these white lines and you see this signage right here, this is a crosswalk. If you see a student there, you should be stopping. We should be allowing our students to pass through these crosswalks safely, but that's going to take us as drivers in our community to ensure that we're able to do this, putting this message out there and making sure that, hey, when we're in these school zones, we're following the speed limit. When we're at the crosswalks, we're stopping and we're letting people cross. It's a tall ask, I know. But I'm asking you guys to please support us in putting this message out and just having these conversations with people as you can, just about the importance of, like, hey, how do you approach, a crosswalk? Like, what is it that you do when, you see students or anybody at those crosswalks that are looking to pass? It's to stop. It's to stop. You need to let them pass safely, and we need your support in doing that. Again, going back to this quote, "My humanity is bound up in yours, for we can only be human together." We only grow as we are able to support one another, and we don't do that if we're not, following and honoring, the code of the road and the expectation of how to be operating your vehicle in these areas. So I really appreciate, those that are adhering to these crosswalks, that they're stopping when they see our students. And I really appreciate your support in putting this message out. Next week, we do have two different schedules that we'll be running. We have an A schedule and we have a B schedule. Keep in mind that next week we have no school on Friday, and there is no school that Monday either for Labor Day weekend. So this is a short week, and then the following week is a short week too. But next week we have an A schedule and we have B schedules. And then lastly, just want to give a word of the week. The only way to make sense out of change is to plunge into it, move with it, and join the dance. We got to embrace change, y'all. We can tiptoe, we can dance around it, but if we really want to get into it, we got to just jump into it and just join the dance. So those are our words. Those are our thoughts. Again, we appreciate so much of what you do, and we appreciate your support, and have a great weekend. Much love.